Friends who like hunting all know. Some animals are protected and not to be touched. But for the hunters of the Hadza tribe, it's just a matter of whether it tastes good or not. Like this leopard cat, it didn't escape unscathed. It was directly dealt with by the hunters and the Paw Patrol working together. In the end, it not only becomes a fashionable item, the meat was also roasted black and dark. Does any friend in prison know? What on earth does this leopard cat smell like? Someone in the village has built a new house. This is for my son's wedding to live in. Come across such a joyous event. Then a hunting team must be arranged to go to the wild. Hunt some different prey to celebrate. As usual, bite all the bows and arrows first. This time, the hit rate requirement is higher. They even called on the Paw Patrol to cooperate. The lineup can be described as quite luxurious. What kind of prey is truly worthy? One by one, they were extremely excited. Walk with a confident breeze. Let the dog go and look for prey. They are also professional hunters in the wild. Sure enough, it didn't take much time to determine the location. Everyone was quick in their pace to get there. I thought it was going to be against the lion or the elephant. Otherwise, how could a large force be arranged to step in? The hunting team has discovered the target and started hunting. Pick up the bow and arrow, aim and shoot. It's a pity that the gap is quite large. Good grief. So I came here to shoot some birds back. No wonder a high hit rate is required. The Paw Patrol can track and hunt for a long time. These birds can't escape the noses of dogs wherever they fly. They explored and chased deeper into the jungle. This large force walked over. Those who are timid have long fled to other areas. If you are bold, congratulations. You are about to become mature. This bird is just one of their spoils. There are still many photographers who haven't been released yet. They will attract birds through sounds. Those who could become hunters all have good eyesight. As long as the prey doesn't move, they will hit the target 100%. Even a little bird couldn't escape. The Paw Patrol also demonstrated their strength this time. The team worked together successfully to encircle and suppress the leopard cat. No one really would think so. They are raised as reserve meat, aren't they? The leopard cat was still thinking of breaking out of the encirclement. The hunters reacted immediately. There came a series of chasing sounds. The duration wasn't too long. Then the sound of the leopard cat begging for mercy was heard. If it weren't for the hunter picking it up, this is going to be the food of the Paw Patrol. The hunter was so angry that he almost wanted to stew the dog. Soothing them is even more tiring than hunting. This is still the reason why hunters have been raised since childhood. Come over if it were someone else. The Paw Patrol wants both humans and prey. Friends who have eaten leopard cats all know that it is very cruel. Only the Hadza tribe dares to go hunting, although the dog bit several times. But it can still be used after the fur is trimmed. It's quite face-saving to give this as a gift. The young hunter also wants to have it. This is a symbol of the strength of the fallen tide people. In order to let the leopard cat have a good sleep, fall hard to the ground. This time, I was finally able to enter the dream. It will become a fashionable item in some time. The color this time is even better than the ones hanging on the body. I'll give this as a gift at the dinner party then. It could even be arranged to eat meat at the main table. After all, this prey is scarce and difficult to catch. The Paw Patrol has made a great contribution. We must give more bones to eat later. Those guards came up to bite. Don't expect to be full today. Others think this is nothing. Hunters who have never eaten leopard cats. I'm already looking forward to how delicious this taste will be. Of course, hunting still has to continue next. Everyone must eat to their heart's content. Interestingly, the sound here is so noisy. The chirping of birds can still be heard nearby. They have no vigilance at all. No wonder the hunters are quite relaxed. Anyway, just find the prey and have a shot. Not as careful as before when hunting. Is there no danger in the entire process? Young hunters can also get trained in actual combat. Isn't this hunting for food again? It's just that isn't this size too small? It feels like I have to eat more than 10 to just feel full. They look more like they are preparing snacks. Let everyone be able to have some snacks to satisfy their cravings. The young hunter felt that he could do it again. He is going to win the Best Rookie Hunter award this year. Sometimes being too relaxed is not good either. Even this can lead to a fall by accident. At other times, one would be scolded. Leave here quickly after being ridiculed mercilessly. I saw what my friend just did. He felt that he would definitely win the trophy. Just now another bird was hunted. In terms of ability, it is top-notch among newcomers. Do you understand the value of this bird? So far, no hunters of the same age have succeeded. In a few years, I will become the hope of the village. A lion must be hunted to celebrate then. Let the photographer record it well. This is a precious image from the younger days of the Hunter King, just when I was still daydreaming. Was called over for help by other hunters. So far, only some small birds have been hit, excluding what was given to the village for food. There isn't much left for the hunting team. This is still after excluding the meals of the Paw Patrol. More big birds need to be prepared and sent back. It's time to replenish some water after hunting for such a long time. The dogs all want to go swimming. The hunters didn't care either. It doesn't affect their water replenishment at all. It tastes just like a smoothie, mixed with the flavor of nature. It simply gave them a good drink. One after another, there, meal after meal. Surely someone will say that drinking it will cause diarrhea. The Haza tribe just smiled, but said nothing about this. Their strong stomachs and intestines have been exercised since childhood. It's just a drink from the periodic table of elements. There is no problem at all, and they don't drink casually. Only lower the mouth on the surface layer. This has been disinfected by ultraviolet rays from the sun. These are all the wisdom passed down from ancient times. If it weren't for the rush to go hunting later, they could drink this up in a day. The physical fitness of hunters is no joke. Generally, minor issues can be resolved after a bit of effort. Then, they entered the hunting process. This time the target is some larger birds. In fact, the difficulty of hunting has not decreased. They will be a little more vigilant. But it is also difficult to escape the hunter's bow and arrow. Everyone is becoming more and more casual, even imitate. This hunt was not difficult at all. Just see if the birds nearby run away. Keep moving forward towards the place where the birds chirp more. They heard an exciting sound. If we can hunt it, we could go back early for a nice meal. All the hunters have been gathered together. This time, that bird is bound to be captured. Surely someone will ask, are these big pot stews delicious? The hunters said that their chef could also barbecue. Those who have eaten it all say it has a crispy chicken flavor. It's not at all worse than that at the barbecue stalls outside. The key point is still to retain the original flavor. No other seasonings are added at all. At most, just sprinkle a little salt on top. This particularly tests the chef's mastery of heat control. I must study hard later. The hunter has arrived at the destination and captured the prey by the way. It turned out to be a pearl chicken with a pointed head. Add the ingredients you took down earlier. It was indeed enough for them to have a full meal. The hunter also demonstrated how to attract and catch. Sure enough, everyone is a master of ventriloquism. You can even act as an MC and control the scene directly in the store. We hunted almost all in the morning. You can return to the temporary camp to replenish your energy. Prepare the firewood first, and then have a barbecue later. It has to be said that the quality of the machetes exchanged with the outside world is really good, whether it is chopping firewood or cutting meat. It's just convenient to hold in hand. In a short while, the fire had been piled up. In the past, when the whole pot was stewing, everyone was busy helping. Where could it be as easy as it is now? Aren't you afraid of getting meat when having a barbecue? Anyway, those who collect firewood. Handle the prey carefully. Everyone divided the work and cooperated to try to have meat earlier. The prepared gifts have also been dealt with. The fur quality of this leopard cat is very good. They're all non-sale display items placed in ordinary stores. Of course, only the Haza tribe dares to show off. If it were anywhere else, one would be caught, cut, and separate from the middle one. This hand must not shake at all. It just needs to fit on the head. The best fashion item of this year has been born. Even now, one can still smell the meaty aroma emanating from above. It might be a psychological effect. He feels that he has become more handsome. It's sure to attract quite a few young female fans when you go back. The most satisfying part is the tail section. Both the length and the stripes are just right. It's obvious at a glance that he is a good child with land at home. The main event comes next. The chef will handle the ingredients on the fire. After a period of heating, the smell of burning could be detected. The fur will be easier to clean after such treatment. Everyone sitting around here is not in a hurry. Tears would stream down from the corners of the mouth from time to time. This taste is really great. In fact, it's not impossible to eat it directly like this. The chef kept flipping the ingredients. Avoid burning the meat inside as well. No tools were used throughout the process. It can be done with just one's hands. It's impossible to say it's not hot. The chef was also nearly burned. But as long as the hand speed is fast enough, then the flame couldn't keep up. It's much easier to handle the ingredients now. Scrape off the surface carbon ash to expose the charred yellow epidermis. Just by looking at it, you can tell it's very delicious. The meat inside is not cooked yet. More time needs to be spent on this. And the little birds cook very quickly after plucking their feathers. They're not in a hurry to all be thrown into the fire either. First, deal with the leopard cat properly. After a period of repeated burning treatment, the meat is already half-cooked and ready to eat. The chef said to wait a little longer. This meat will taste better if roasted again. Moreover, the surface is not very clean. This is completely different from stewing in a large pot. No vegetables were seen. It's called grilled meat, but it's really all meat. I tasted it and it was really good. There's a kind of mixture like beef and chicken. It's really incredible. Everyone is waiting to eat that leopard cat. Continue to add firewood into it. In fact, adding a little earthenware to roast inside also makes it very fragrant. They separated and cooked the meat. Bake until carbon black appears on the surface. In fact, it can already be put in the mouth to taste. I haven't seen them sprinkle seasonings yet. Could it really be dry roasting? Anyway, what they pursue is the taste of the ingredients themselves. Don't think there's anything wrong with doing this. It's very delicious to just pick up some meat to eat. It's just that the quantity is slightly less. Some more meat should be hunted back. At least everyone should be able to get a piece of meat. The Paw Patrol also wanted to get some meat for free. Observing from a side, how can one get a share? Be careful not to piss the hunter off. Otherwise, it would be like warming oneself by the fire to remove dampness. These meats become more fragrant the more they are roasted. It can be eaten as soon as the color changes. Everyone began to discuss how to divide the meat. For them, it's not the case that the bigger, the better. On the contrary, some small pieces of meat are more flavorful. When you take a bite, it's all gravy. This is exactly what one desires to encounter a beautiful scene. Large pieces of meat are not cooked so quickly instead. The most terrifying thing is when everyone else has eaten and drunk their fill and is ready for the next meal. I'm still waiting there. Sometimes I think stewing in a large pot would be better. At least a full pot with vegetables. Even if you can't get any meat to eat, you can still have some vegetables to eat. The gravy inside is also worthy of thumbs up. The young hunters roasted and ate at the same time. Just looking at it makes me feel exhausted. It would be better to just slice and roast it directly. This suggestion is quite accepted by everyone. It's just that no one is willing to move now. Everyone thought it was the most satisfying to just stuff it directly into their mouths. After a long barbecue, the meat inside is already very tender. If you continue roasting, all the meat juice inside will be wasted. Just pick it up and share it. It would be nice if some seasonings could be added. Of course, there are also people who do not participate in the meat distribution, dealing with the birds alone there. I'll eat it by myself after it's cooked. Anyway, I won't let my stomach down. Everyone was enjoying the grilled meat. It tastes a little milder than stewed meat, but the oil on top tastes better. No need to bite it all. It can slide down the throat directly. Such deliciousness cannot be seen elsewhere. The hunters were enjoying their meal. These questions can't fill one's stomach. What should I do if I have no energy for hunting in the afternoon? It doesn't feel as good as the one stewed in a big pot. At least everyone can have it. Now, a piece of meat still has to be divided into several pieces. Everyone can only satisfy their craving for food. Some big ones should be prepared for roasting. I feel like I can eat this leopard cat myself. The chef knew long ago that everyone would not be full. So the cassava puree was prepared long ago. Everyone will be able to have a big bowl by then. It's definitely enough for everyone to cope with the upcoming hunting. I wonder what the hunters will encounter later. Let's wait and see together.